annual Mega Wellness Summit, where we are transforming lives one aha moment at a time. I'm your host, Nikki Jensen, and thank you so much for tuning in and sharing this event with your friends and family. One huge shift in my life was integrating essential oils into my meditations, healing, and, well, my medicine cabinet. So today we're talking all about essential oils and how to use them with Arttemis Keszainn. Welcome, Arttemis. How are you?
Hi, Nikki. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and share my passion and knowledge on essential oils.
Gosh, I love your vast knowledge. You really know all about essential oils and how to use them and apply them to your life. And I have to say, I am a bit confused still with how to use them and what their purpose is. So I'm happy that we're talking today so that we can kind of break down those barriers. And I'm sure if I'm having them, other people are having them as well. I do know that I started using more frankincense in my life because I watched one of your videos, and he went pretty in-depth about frankincense and its usage. So that's why I have been actually diffusing frankincense right now. I'm smelling it. It's in my orbit. So thank you for that. And I found you through godself.com through Patrick Durkin, and gosh, what a blessing it has been to know you, for one. And you have some really great things going on and new developments in your life. And so I'm really blessed, and thank you so much for being on Mega Wellness Summit. I really, really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I just had a baby boy born in my life, Orion Darius Keszainn, and it was a full essential oil-assisted pregnancy and conscious birth using the oils. Mm-hmm. And I just had an amazing experience with the oils that were.
Wow. Well, that is very cool. I'd love to know more about that. I actually just started a Women's Wellness Academy where, we're teaching new moms and, seasoned mothers too, on how to go through pain-free childbirthing and how to incorporate more natural methods into their lives and their children's lives. And we don't have to run to the doctor to get all these prescriptions and medications, that it's really using nature's medicine to really propel us through this life to get us to full potential wellness.
Yeah, essential oils I've been a practitioner of the healing arts for 17 years, and I found essential oils in 2001. And I started using them for my own personal healing and transformation. I was raised on the standard American diet, actually standard Texas diet of biscuits and gravy and fruity toast, fruity pebbles and cinnamon toast crunch and gallons of pasteurized, homogenized, glow-in-the-dark milk. And I was very toxic young man, very pimply going through middle school and high school, shy, introvert. And then around age 20, I found massage therapy and became a licensed massage therapist in Dallas, Texas. And then I found Chinese medicine, and the doctor I worked with was an expert in Chinese tonic herbalism and essential oils through the German model of aromatherapy. So he focused mainly on the inhalation of the oils. So he had diffusers, and he was diffusing every day. He would blend the oils and shea butters and apply them to his skin. And he was like in his mid-40s, but he had the skin of like a 20-year-old because he used lots of essential oils. And I started immersing myself in what I call integrative essential oil therapies, where I was using the oils topically on my body, internally for digestion and detoxification, and I was also diffusing them every day. And I went through about 2 years of detoxification from about 21 to 23 while I was in the clinic working with Dr. Cook and using the essential oils and Chinese tonic herbs. I was healing and cleansing my body of all the trash I'd put in it for the first 20 years with the standard Texas diet of biscuits and gravy and Fruity Pebbles. Mm-hmm. And over those 2 years, I healed my body, I cleared my skin, and I got a healthy digestive system and healthy skin for the first time in my life in 21 years. And one thing that's important to know about essential oils is there's 3 basic models of aromatherapy that were founded in Europe. And essential oils were rediscovered by a man named René Gattefossé. He was a cosmetologist in France in early World War I, and he had a huge laboratory explosion, and the lab burned his arm. And he went to go dip his arm in what he thought was water, and it was a vat of lavender oil, and the burn and the pain from the burn went away immediately when he dipped his arm in the lavender oil. And this was a really bad chemical burn. Mm-hmm. And back in those days in France, essential oils were just perfumes. They were just for aroma. They did not know the healing powers of essential oils. Well, today we know through the Egyptian scrolls that the ancient Egyptians used essential oils. Before herbs were used in China, Egyptians used essential oils for healing of the body, the mind, and the spirit. But in Europe, they were not known. And so when Dr. René Gattefossé discovered that lavender heals burns, then he began to study the medical properties of essential oils, and that's when essential oils was rediscovered in Europe. And the French model is the most advanced model of aromatherapy that came to America in the 90s and just exploded through several other essential oil companies sharing this advanced model. And the French model teaches the internal use of essential oils, the topical use of essential oils, and inhalation. And that's really the 3 ways you can use essential oils. The English model or British model is just focused on the diluted topical application of oils through massage. And there's actually a lot of rigid laws in the United Kingdom where you're not allowed to use the oils internally. And then the German model is more about the inhalation of essential oils. They've done lots of research into how breathing essential oils changes our brain chemistry and hypothalamus, and also how essential oils improve mental clarity, focus, recall, and retention. So when you're on the internet looking for information on essential oils, you see all this conflicting information, like don't use it internally. Oh, it's safe to use internally. Don't use topically undiluted. Oh, it's safe to use undiluted topically. And that's because of how the European British model has come to America first. And so the British model came over and was teaching a very watered-down, rudimentary system of essential oils, whereas the system I love and enjoy is the French model, which is an integrative essential oil therapy. It's a way of integrating essential oils into your foods and your water and your body and your environment. And it's the most comprehensive way of using them. And you have to really know your source of essential oils to make sure that they're lab tested, they're guaranteed pure therapeutic grades so that they're safe to use in the French model. And that'll clear up some confusion out there.
Interesting. So, okay, go through some of your favorite oils and what their purpose is or are, and their story, because, like frankincense has a story, and myrrh. Mm-hmm. And I love the story, which is in the Bible. And so I don't think all of the essential oils probably have a story, but if you know one, just let me know. Let us know. And
yeah, we can start with frankincense for sure.
Okay. And, how to use them, too, would be great.
Mm-hmm. So I'll speak on frankincense, lavender, and peppermint. And so frankincense is known as a holy anointing oil. It was used in the times of Christ. I mean, they gave frankincense, myrrh, and gold to the Christ child, and it's written in the Bible. There's actually over 600 references to essential oils in the Old Testament, and frankincense was used for rituals of purification, and it was also used in the Middle East for everything. They would take the frankincense resin from the tree, and the resin is beautiful. It's like a milky white color, and they would take the frankincense, put it in their water and drink it. They would burn the frankincense for cleaning of the clothes, cleaning of the air. In the Catholic churches, they still burn frankincense and myrrh, and there's a saying in the Catholic Church that frankincense chases away the demon and myrrh causes in the angels. And there's over 20 different varieties of frankincense. The 4 varieties that are distilled today, and they're most common in the marketplace, are Boswellia carteri, Boswellia sacra, Boswellia feriana, and Boswellia spigata. Now, the reason I'm going into the species of the oils is because that's what makes the oil healing and therapeutic. When you buy your essential oil, you want to make sure you're knowing what species of plant you're getting, and is it a pure therapeutic grade Boswellia carteri or a pure therapeutic grade Boswellia sacra. You can't just go to any health food store and buy frankincense and ensure that it's pure. You want to make sure that the company you're using is giving you a pure single species frankincense. It's not been blended with a bunch of other inferior frankincenses. Essential oil of frankincense stimulates the immune system. It supports the brain to heal memory and emotion. Just smelling frankincense invokes the moment. And so if you find yourself really stressed, you're having trouble meditating, you're having trouble sleeping, you're feeling anxiety or worry, you can literally just wake up in the morning, apply some frankincense to the chest and the neck and the forehead, and just breathe it in, and it will bring you into the present moment. Mm-hmm. It's a very powerful aroma to help your mind quiet.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah, put some frankincense on. I will do. I've got my oils right here, and I'm going to put some on while we're talking. And I encourage anyone listening, to get your frankincense out and put some on your chest, on your ears. The ears are a great place to put the essential oils.
Really? Why are the ears?
In acupuncture, all the major meridians run through the ears, the hands, and the feet. They're like the hologram of the body. So putting frankincense on your ears helps in the release of emotion. It also helps balance the electrical frequencies of the body. So I'm going to put some frankincense on right now. And
wow.
This is
what I have to just tell you this. This is very weird, but when I put frankincense on my throat, like right by my thyroid, I can feel a release. It feels it's very tense, and then all of a sudden I apply that frankincense, and then boom, it just totally opens up. Is that just
frankincense.
Me?
No, the chemistry of frankincense helps improve circulation and it relaxes the muscles.
Oh.
So it is a muscle relaxing oil. Frankincense, it boosts our immune system, relaxes the muscles, improves circulation. It does support all the glands, and it's also used for the thyroid as well. It has amazing properties in the body, and just breathing it in the morning to quiet the mind, or using it before bed at night to kind of clear your day of any stresses or scattered thoughts, just kind of bringing yourself into a frankincense meditation at night is great. You can also, if it's a pure frankincense, you can encapsulate it and take it for general longevity and immunity. At bedtime, I make a cherry frankincense elixir, where I mix 1 ounce of cherry concentrate, 6 drops of vanilla stevia, about 14 ounces of filtered water, and then I add 2 drops of frankincense. And it's so yummy, Nikki. I mean, it's a cherry frankincense nightcap. It's delicious.
Wow.
And so you can consume frankincense, and it does enhance your longevity and your immunity, and it supports healthy brain function.
I love it.
The next oil we'll talk about is peppermint oil. Now, peppermint is one of my favorite everyday oils for our women and families. I have 2 YouTube channels where I teach essential oils, and I teach a lot of thousands of families all around the world to bring in non-toxic healthcare into their lives using essential oils. And peppermint is one of those go-to oils for you and your family for digestion, for eliminating nausea, bloating, and fatigue. And so what you do with peppermint is you wake up first thing in the morning, you take your glass of filtered, living, structured, full spectrum water, you put 1 drop of peppermint, and you start your day with a peppermint water. And that kickstarts your digestion, and it supports a gentle cleanse of the liver and gallbladder. So peppermint water is great. Also in the warmer times of the month, like in the spring and summer, peppermint is cooling to the body, and it's great to cool you down when the weather's hot. So that peppermint water is also great for hot weather. If you have eaten too much fried chicken or ding-dongs, or you're just bloated and you're just feeling kind of like ugh, take a drop of peppermint and put it directly on the tongue and then chase it with some water, and that will, I promise you, everyone who's listening, peppermint will remove nausea and bloating in like 2 minutes. It's great for headaches. I use peppermint topically on my neck and shoulders for like stiff neck and tension. And so you can use peppermint, like I mentioned, in water for headaches. And you can also, if you get a headache or a migraine, just take about 4 drops of peppermint, rub it on the left side of your neck, 4 drops, rub it on the right side, and then immediately heal and seal with a vegetable oil, like a coconut oil or a grapeseed oil. Just rub the vegetable oil in on top of that peppermint. What that does is that seals the essential oil molecules. Essential oils are volatile. They're volatile aromatic compounds, steam distilled from plants. So what the oil is it's like the blood of the plant. And because it's volatile, it can diffuse off the body. So if we're using an essential oil topically to support circulation or to reduce, pain and inflammation, we want to heal and seal with a vegetable oil, and that ensures the oil stays in contact with the skin longer and goes into the bloodstream and into the muscles and really circulates and provides the most healing response. Also, you can diffuse peppermint. And that's one of my favorite things to do. At my desk, I have a really beautiful ultrasonic diffuser at my desk, and I put about 8 to 10 drops of peppermint when I'm at the computer, doing projects. And diffusing peppermint increases brain activity, mental clarity, and performance. It actually helps you focus longer. And there was a study done in Japan where they diffused peppermint in 2 classrooms. One classroom. One classroom didn't have the peppermint. The other classroom did have the peppermint. The students that were breathing peppermint during their exam scored an average of 30% higher.
Wow.
And that's incredible. And there's thousands of documented journals on essential oils on PubMed from the European research. Now we have, dozens of universities researching essential oils here in America. And so this is not like woo-woo. This is real scientific evidence of the benefits of peppermint to stimulate mental clarity and focus. And when you're diffusing peppermint, it's actually increasing oxygenation of the air, and it helps oxygenate the brain through breathing the oil in, breathing the peppermint. It's a great oil for diffusion.
Wow.
Also, if you have pet smells or old stale odors in the house, put a couple drops of lemon and peppermint together. Like you can do 5 drops lemon, 5 drops peppermint, and diffuse these oils, and it helps clean the air. And actually, if you really want to bring in the most powerful air purification, use essential oils like in a nebulizing diffuser or an ultrasonic diffuser. And we can talk about the difference if you like. But diffusing essential oils, it adds oxygen and ozone and negative ions, and it's really one of the most powerful ways to clean the air. It's not filtering the air like an air filter traps dust and pollen dander. Essential oils actually digest toxins in the air because they're oxygenating molecules. So they're actually going in and grabbing the off-gassing chemicals and digesting and breaking them down. So there's another element of air purification that essential oils provide that's way above and beyond air filters. And they're great purifiers when you have a diffuser. I have 4 diffusers in my house because I'm a little nutty with essential oils and I love them. I've got one in every room. And wow. I've got both kinds, ultrasonic and nebulizer.
Yeah, why don't you talk about the difference? I don't know the difference between those.
So the inhalation of the essential oils through essential oil diffusion is one of the simplest ways to get them in your life. Whether you're diffusing lavender before bed or a little bit of cedarwood lavender, or let's say you're diffusing like lemon or peppermint or frankincense in the morning. The art of diffusion is so wonderful for enriching the aroma and the environment. And it does have a profound effect on your emotional body. And there are 3 types of diffusion. The first kind is like the little, candle flame diffusers where you put the candle under it and you put the oil on top. But that heat of the candle destroys the healing properties of the oils. You never want to heat an oil to diffuse it in the environment. You want to use what's called an ultrasonic diffuser or a nebulizing diffuser. And both of these came from Europe. The ultrasonic diffusers are water-based. So you can go on, Amazon and type in ultrasonic diffuser, and you'll see, dozens of different varieties of these diffusers. And the ultrasonic projects a high frequency into the water, creating a mist similar to a humidifier. You put about 10 drops of oils on top of the water in the diffuser, and then you turn it on, and it starts to atomize the water and essential oil molecules. And it's a cold process protecting the essential oils, and it's adding water and oil to the air through ultrasonic diffusion. And it's a great way. The ultrasonic diffusers are quieter than the nebulizing varieties. The ultrasonic diffusers are great for your office, your bedroom, your den. And we have one in our bedroom and one in our office. And we keep a 1-quart jar of water, filtered water, next to the diffuser so we can keep refilling it. And you can, that saves you time. You don't have to keep running back and forth to the water filter to put water back in the diffuser. The other style of diffuser is called a nebulizing diffuser, and this is an air-based diffuser using like a fish pump. Basically, it's got a little small pump in there that pushes air through the essential oil bottle or like a glass well, and that air, as it's pushing through, causes all the oils to bounce back and forth in the bottle, and then it atomizes into a pure mist of oxygen, ozone, and negative ions. The nebulizing models are the most powerful way to use the essential oils through diffusion. And we use the nebulizers for larger spaces, like living rooms and kitchens. Like if you want to, the ultrasonic models only do about 500 square feet. The nebulizing models will do up to 1,200 to 1,500 square feet, and they're putting out a lot more oil. So the upside of the nebulizers is that they're putting more oxygen, more oil into the air, so they're really good for like funky odors, like stinky kids and dogs, and or maybe there's an old cigarette smoke in the house, and you want to clear that out. You want to use the nebulizing models for that.
Well,
but the downside of those is, go ahead.
Can I just interrupt you for just a second? What about energies? Because you can walk into a room and you're like, whoa, something is funky here. So can it, transmute that energy as well as odors?
Absolutely, yes. If you put enough essential oils in the air, it will shift the energy of the room. I teach workshops all over Texas, so when I go into like hotels or conference rooms that are a little funky, I'll bring in 2 of my diffusers, I'll blast the room, and it will shift not only the aroma, but the energy of the room will be uplifted. And the reason that is, and you asked a really great question, is about energy. Essential oils have also been documented to have the highest electromagnetic frequency of any substance known to man. So the frequency of our oils, when they're grown properly and distilled in a high therapeutic manner, remember we're talking about pure, high-quality oils, when those oils are released into the air, they're releasing the frequency of nature's living energies. It's like it is the high electrical frequency that you're putting into the environment with the oxygen and the aroma. So there's definitely an energy shift that can happen, for sure.
Well, good to know. What oils should we use for that?
One of my favorite blends is a blend called Thieves, and it's got cinnamon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon. And so if you really want to shift the energy of the room, you can use the oils of like cinnamon and clove are really powerful because they're so purifying. And then, the eucalyptus and the rosemary uplift the lungs and the breath. And the lemon, the smell of lemon is just joyful. Like when you think of citrus oils like lemon, lime, orange, and tangerine, they're just happy. They go stand under a lemon tree and try not to smile. It's just, citrus trees are just happy, bright, sunny trees. And the citrus oils are great. They're great for diffusion. And citrus also helps do what you described, which is purifying and uplifting the environment. And all essential oils will do that to a degree, but I really like the Thieves and the cinnamon, rosemary, clove, eucalyptus, and lemon.
Very cool. I just actually made a cleanser, so an oil cleanser. So this is what triggered this idea. I was only using origins to wash my face. And Origins you can find at any mall that's out there. But, you know, they're more natural and organic type of a product. And so I go in there and I'm like, I can't use that drying out cleansers. And so she's like, oh, well, here, use an oil cleanser. I'm like, an oil cleanser? This is crazy. So I used it, and it was amazing. So then I'm buying it again and again and again. And this is like $40 or $50 for a little, 10-ounce bottle or something. And I look at the back of the bottle and it tells you exactly what's in it. So I'll go, oh my gosh, I have all of these oils. So I go in and it's olive oil, almond oil, sesame oil, avocado oil, and I'm making these blends. And then I add orange essential oil and lemon, and it's the most amazing thing ever. So it's very close. I mean, it saves me $60, every couple of months. So I think I think everyone should try that and make their own oil cleanser. But anyways, I digress.
The lemon and all the citrus oils do help purify the skin. You do want to be careful with the citrus oils. They are phototoxic, meaning they're like little lenses. They amplify the sunlight. So you don't want to use a lot of citrus oils topically when you're going to go outside and be exposed to the sun for more than 2 to 4 hours.
Good to know. Okay.
But it's definitely safe to put the oils on for a facial wash and then go out and bathe. But if you're going to do like a lot of skin cleansing with the lemon or orange, just be careful about sun exposure. And that's another thing that is important for the audience to know is like, go to my YouTube channel, watch the basic training videos I have on YouTube, because I teach a lot of the do's and don'ts with the most commonly used oils and how to use them properly and how to dilute for massage. And I have videos for women and families to teach how to use them on kiddos all the way from, just born to 5 years old. So there's common sense stuff you need to learn with the essential oils because they are concentrated. They're concentrated aromatic chemicals steam distilled from the plant. So there are 60 lemons in one bottle of lemon oil. One 15 ml lemon bottle has 60 lemons in it. So it is very concentrated. And 1 drop of peppermint oil in your water is equivalent to 28 cups of tea. So you're getting a lot of the plant medicine. So the point I'm choosing to make is a little bit goes a long way. Be conscious with your oils. Use common sense. Don't put a bunch of oils on your skin undiluted if you don't know what you're doing. Make sure you're properly using a carrier oil when you're applying them topically. When you're diffusing the oils, don't stick your eyes right up to the diffuser. It will hurt. It's like, use common sense when you're using your oils, and also keep them sealed and away from kids because the kids need to learn how to use the oils properly, and it takes, a few years. So my YouTube channel answers a lot of the commonly asked questions and how to really get the basics down. And there's many ways you can use the essential oils to cleanse, to detoxify, to heal chronic aches and pains and injuries. But you want to learn the basics first before you go into the integrative essential oil therapies that I teach in my programs. And the next oil the last oil I guess we can talk about is lavender oil. Lavender is the most common essential oil on the market. It's also the most adulterated and contaminated oil. And most people don't know this, but 75% of the essential oils on the market today are adulterated. So you have to be careful what kind of lavender oil you're buying. And you want to make sure the company has integrity, they have labs, and they're testing. It's because there's 20 different species of lavender. A lot of them are hybrids. And the hybrid lavenders are much cheaper and easier to distill. The lavender you want to buy is Lavandula angustifolia. And then, you can go to the health food store and you'll see lavender hybrid and other species of lavender that's not angustifolia. You can use those for diffusion, but you don't want to use those topically on the skin. Lavandula angustifolia is amazing for the skin. It helps regulate oil production. It soothes burns. It cleanses cuts and scrapes. It also supports healthy liver function and healthy bile flow. Lavender is natural antihistamine. It helps with allergies. And you can use it topically and internally for allergies. But you want to make sure you're using a pure Lavandula angustifolia. And the reason I'm stressing that is because most lavenders you buy in the marketplace are not pure Lavandula angustifolia. They're usually a blend of many lavenders, or they're even adulterated with chemicals. When you use a pure lavender, though, you've got this amazing skin rejuvenator. You can mix it in a little bit of like grapeseed oil and just rub it on your face. I actually use it in my facial oil when I'm shaving because lavender increases skin cell rejuvenation. So when we're putting it on the skin, it can youthsen the skin. I can use it as a facial oil to shave with. Lavender is also the number one oil for anxiety, fear, and emotional upset, particularly in our children. Like my little son Orion was going through some cedar issues, and he's teething. And Nikki, I can just put 2 drops of lavender on his neck. I can rub some lavender after the shower, and he just becomes this like cool, calm, collected 1-year-old. I know that's kind of a paradox, but maybe a contradiction. But the oils really work on our kiddos. Like get the lavender on the spine, get the lavender on the neck, on their feet. Another, in addition to the ears, the feet are a great place to apply lavender or frankincense. The largest pores in our body are on our feet. And so we literally breathe the earth through the pores as we're walking barefoot on the earth. And when we apply essential oils to the feet, they can actually penetrate every cell in the body in 20 minutes. Because the oils, the essential oil molecules, are smaller than our cell membranes. They're small molecular size and high oxygen. So when we put them on the feet, and if I can get my son to sit still long enough, I'll put 2 or 3 drops on the left foot, 2 or 3 drops on the right foot, and then I know for a fact those oils are circulating in his body and supporting his immune system, his circulatory system, and helping him relax and sleep and have a good night's sleep. So oils in the feet are magic. And so if you have oils, put some on your feet. Particularly after you shower, like take a shower, get your pores like warm and open, and then immediately follow with some lavender, some frankincense, massage for a couple minutes, and you'll feel a whole body relaxation, a whole body healing. If people have insomnia or sleeplessness or anxiety, lavender is one of your best oils to start with, and it's also a good oil for the diffuser. Like we have an ultrasonic by the bed, and we'll put 8 to 10 drops of lavender, turn it on, and within an hour, the whole bedroom smells like a lavender garden, and it's nighty-night. It's amazing.
Wow. Well, I know a lot of people are extremely stressed out, and how can we help the listeners with their stress? And I know that lavender definitely decreases stress, but what other blends out there do you know to help them with that?
There's a lot of wonderful blends I use for the emotional body. I'm working on a book right now on the 5 elements, 5 prayers, and 5 emotions. So it's like 4 emotions of fear or worry, frankincense. For the emotions of anxiety or restlessness or insomnia, I use lavender. The blends that we can use, there's a blend called Peace and Calming. That's really good. It's orange, tangerine, patchouli, ylang ylang, and tansy. And it's a wonderful blend to calm the emotional body and to soothe the emotional body. There's also blends for self-esteem and self-confidence. Like when you want to start your day, or you're going to go do like a major event or a public speaking, or you want to build confidence at work, there's a blend called Believe. And it's something I actually used this morning. I put a dropper of fractionated coconut oil, about 3 drops of Believe, and I rubbed my whole face in it. And then I just sat there and focused on my goals and visions for my day and my year. And the way essential oils can raise your vibration also can help you build self-confidence and self-esteem. The Believe blend has balsam fir, coriander, bergamot, frankincense, spruce, ylang ylang, and geranium. And it's one of my favorite blends. It's a good blend for guys out there too, because not all essential oils are for the ladies, even though more women are drawn to them, like because of the smells. There's lots of great oils out there for guys, like the Believe blend, like Shutran, like Sacred Mountain, and also frankincense, cedarwood, sandalwood. These, the evergreens like fir and spruce, and these are very great aromas for guys out there.
Probably good for the adrenals too. Those blends are probably good for the adrenals.
Absolutely, and the important thing about adrenal health is consuming enough minerals through raw organic fruits and vegetables, also greens, getting more organic greens and green powders in, and then getting proper sleep is really important for the adrenals. And we use the oils either to cleanse and repair kidney, to support the adrenals. Nutmeg oil is great for supporting adrenal glands in the endocrine system, and you can put a drop or two of nutmeg in your morning smoothies or your hot chocolate, and nutmeg is a great adrenal support. And then proper sleep, like make sure you're in bed by 9:30 or 10. And Nikki, you're probably going, what? I'm not in bed till 2 a.m.
No.
Make sure you're in bed. Are you at the computer late at night?
There are times, I'm not going to lie, where there's something that's definitely due that I didn't get to during the day. But I try to get to bed early.
I have a video on YouTube, how to get your best night's sleep and repair your adrenal glands with essential oils. It's a popular video because it's a relevant topic, and every hour of sleep before midnight is equivalent to 2 to 4 hours of sleep after midnight. And that was documented in a research study. We actually documented that in one of our juicing programs. And so that the reason you use essential oils is to first take you from sympathetic to parasympathetic. A lot of people are in a state of overwhelm or stress, and it's kind of become their new normal. They don't know that they're wired and tired. They don't know they have adrenal problems. And they just kind of get into this chronic state of stress. Breathing in lavender, breathing in frankincense, diffusing peace and calming or orange and lavender, it actually compels the body to go parasympathetic through the aromatherapeutic effect, and that helps the body relax deeper, quicker, faster, and you get a better night's sleep. If you can get into a ritual of using your oils around 9:30, put your little boy or your little girl to bed at 10, that means you, Nikki, go to bed and get those 2 solid hours of sleep from 10 to 12. If you do that for 21 days, you will feel transformed. The reason people are so weak in the adrenal glands is because they're not getting proper sleep and quality sleep. They're not sleeping at the right time and for the right length of time. So a sleep from 10 to 6 is much more powerful than sleep from like 2 to 8 or 12 to 7. And using your essential oils to shut down the mind, turn on your parasympathetic relaxation response, and be really deeply, peacefully asleep, that's what repairs our body, particularly our kidneys and our adrenals, because we need that good quality sleep to recharge. Very, very important. I love talking about the adrenal glands.
Oh, good, because I'm one that needs the help with the adrenals. The last time I did, or last year's Mega Wellness Summit, I really burned my my adrenal glands, and to where after the summit, I couldn't do anything. It was so bad. And Patrick Durkin called me, and he goes, what's wrong? I told him, what happened as far as I was so depressed. I couldn't find happiness. I couldn't function. It was really what should have been a very celebrating time of my life was one of the darkest. And so, it took me a long time to recover. I mean, probably 6 months to recover. Yeah, but I recovered.
If there clinically there are three levels of adrenal fatigue. There's stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. And these stages are discovered through like functional lab testing. I work with several doctors in Austin. I actually teach doctors how to use essential oils through integrative essential oil therapies. And I've learned a lot about our hormone pathways. And if you're stage 2 or stage 3 in adrenal fatigue, stage 3 being adrenal exhaustion, it can take up to 18 months to repair the body. And that's just because the kidneys and adrenals take time. Like, you really got to rest, drink plenty of filtered, living, structured water, eat lots of organic fruits and vegetables, take lots of herbs that support the adrenals like adaptogens, use your oils before bed, use your oils topically over the solar plexus and the kidneys to kind of recharge those organs. And if you get into a ritual of adrenal repair, doing the things I mentioned, you'll repair them faster. You'll repair them like within 6 months to a year instead of 18 months. And the sad thing is a lot of people, they never get repaired just because they keep burning the candle. I'll share an adrenal prayer with the audience. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yes, please. This is exciting.
Repeat after me. I surrender to the flow of my life.
I surrender to the flow of my life.
I now live my life in flow.
I now live my life in flow.
And my life is for me.
And my life is for me.
Say it again. I surrender to the flow of my life.
I surrender to the flow of my life.
I now live my life in flow.
I now live my life in flow.
And my life is for me.
And my life is for me.
Take a deep breath in. So just feel your body relax when you say that. The adrenals love flow. When you're choosing to repair the glands, you want to find your flow in your life. You want to achieve what's called a flow state. A flow state is when you're like in the zone, you're fully present, you're happy, you're creative. And you want to find a balance in that flow. So the best time to create flow and have flow in your life is first thing in the morning within the first hour of your day. When I'm working with my coaching clients, I do something called Lifestyle by Design and optimizing the first hour of their day, where I teach them how to hydrate, mineralize, and flow their morning first thing in the morning. So if you really want to take care of your adrenals and repair them, you got to find your flow. You got to do something first thing in the day that's for you, Nikki, just for you. And you want to treat that first hour as a holy hour for Nikki, to create a flow state where you're fully present. You're like, for example, you wake up, you drink a half a liter of organic lemonade with essential oil of lemon, and then you put essential oils on your chakras, and then you do some walking or some light movement. Then you drink some more water, and you do some meditation from 10, 20 minutes. And if you do that every morning, you create such a powerful flow state or tone in that morning that it starts to flow throughout the rest of your day. And if you want to have more flow in your life, and you also got to live your life for you. You got to put Nikki first, which means you got to, that first hour of the day has got to be for you, to create flow and to set the tone for the day. And then you just make sure you're doing the rest of the good things, for your adrenals. But it's that first hour, that first flow state that really helps the adrenals repair. And then having that 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, and pretty soon you've got flow throughout the entire year.
Wow.
And this is the secret for high performance. Go ahead.
Is there a certain time of day that we should be waking up to get the most benefit out of all of this in the morning?
Are you talking? Are you speaking of people with adrenal fatigue or people who have healthy adrenals?
Yeah, just in general. I've heard the best time to wake up is at 4 a.m. And between 4 a.m. and 5 is when you get the most energy from the day. And I'm like, 4 a.m.? Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I can do that.
The only way people could realistically, practically wake up that is if they went to sleep at sunset. But because of technology, people are getting a lot of overstimulation with light through computers, iPads, smartphones, televisions. So it's not realistic to get up that early. And so I say get up when you wake up. But that's not realistic unless you're an entrepreneur and you choose your own schedule. I'm an entrepreneur, so I wake up usually around 6 or 6:30, and I actually wake up. alert and energized. For most people, just get up when either required to or get up with the sun. And if people went to bed with the sun and got up with the sun and ate with the sun, they would be experiencing vibrant, vital health.
Wow.
So if you're right though. If you do get up at around 5 a.m., you're gonna be twice as productive as everyone around you. And there's actually the most successful people in the world get up at that time, and they get more done in the first 3 hours than most people do in a week.
That's right.
But you have to discipline yourself to do that.
Yes. Well, you know how I learned that was through Deepak Chopra. And he wakes up at 4 in the morning and does a 2-hour meditation. And that's how he starts his day. So, let's move from Deepak. I want to know about Arttemis. How do you start your day? You wake up with the sun, but you also have a son. So how do you balance all of that?
Yeah, because I have 3 businesses and I work from home, I have a very unique balance and flow in my life where my wife is raising my son at home. So she's not working like a lot of other families they have to juggle family and work. So I'm the breadwinner and she stays at home. So she handles my son in the mornings, and I really focus on me because my performance in my business is so important. So I get up around 6 or 6:30. I immediately go to hydration, water, full spectrum structured water with minerals. And I drink about 16 ounces of water. And then I'll usually have an elixir, like a cherry aloe elixir or a green juice or a green drink. I immediately come to my office. I sit at my desk, and I have a beautiful office. It's full of essential oils and color and plants. And I start applying essential oils to my body, and then I'll do some meditation. Like I have a vision book, like a dream board, but it's in a book form. And I look at my goals for the year. I read them out loud after I apply my essential oils. And then I just meditate for about 10 to 20 minutes. I just sit in silence. Sometimes I'll put some light music in the background when I want to have a little bit of, distraction. Music is great to clear the mind. Next, I go straight to my rebounder, and I put on some uplifting educational material. I'm always consuming videos and audios while I'm exercising and preparing food and driving. So I'll get on my rebounder and I'll start bouncing and learning from my doctor and my doctors and mentors I study from. And I rebound for about 20 to 30 minutes, alternating with different forms of exercise. And then I start my day. And that's how I start every day. Just that way. Wow. Another thing that would be another great thing we'd be doing was actually be going for a walk. If the weather is warm enough, it's wintertime here in Texas, and we have 4 growing seasons. It's actually warm enough to walk every morning. If I don't rebound, intuitively I know sometimes it's good for me to go for a walk and get outside in the sun and in the fresh air. So right after my morning meditation, I'll immediately go for like a 15-minute walk. And while I'm walking, I'm listening to audios that educate and inspire me. You can literally program your body for success with the oils and with good waters and elixirs, but you also want to feed your mind with mind food of people who inspire and educate you. And that's when I'm walking, I'm listening right now to The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy on Audible, and it's just freaking rocking my world. And so when I'm walking in the morning, I'm listening to audios, and I love if you're stuck in your life, if things are challenging you, if you can get up every morning, hydrate, meditate, and walk, and listen to educational audios, you will move from stuck to clear. Because when you're walking outside and you're looking at the distance, you start to have a vision for your life, and you want to be able to see far in your morning walks. You want to be able to look out at the horizon, and that actually shifts your perspective in your life. So when I need that shift of perspective, Nikki, I go for walks, and when I'm not rebounding. And both are really important.
So rebounding, let me just get clear, is basically doing some sort of an exercise and accompanying that with an uplifting, motivational video or audio teaching you how to raise your vibration and raise you up. Is that basically what that is? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, rebounding is jumping on mini trampoline for 10 to 30 minutes and just stimulating the blood flow and lymphatic system. And it's one of the best forms of exercise on the planet. And then I play audios or videos. Oh yeah, yeah. Rebounding has been studied by Al Carter through Reboundology, and it is called the utopian exercise. It is the most beneficial form of movement on the earth. And I'm not saying that lightly. That's true. Like rebounding is the most powerful and effective form of movement for healing and restoring health to the body.
Very, very cool. Well, I know you have a new program coming out next month that I am actually going to take because I'm very excited about everything that you have to teach me, and I have a lot to learn from you. So I want you just to go ahead, and I know that I have a little bit, because we talked about it a bit, a little bit of an insight, but if you can tell our listeners about your new program, that would be fantastic.
Yes, thank you. We'll be launching this program through God Self University at godself.com. I and my friend Chef Alicia is one of the faculty members there, and this program is called Elevate Your Vibration with Nature's Botanical Pharmacy of Fruits, Vegetables, Elixirs, and Essential Oils. So it's going to be a 9-week program where we're going to take people on a journey with live video trainings, Q&A sessions, recipes and meal plans, a 7-day do-it-yourself detox, learning how to transform your home into a spa with salt scrubs and essential oils and diffusion. We're going to take people on this journey to really teach them how to eat for spiritual nutrition and raise their vibration and elevate their consciousness using living foods and elixirs and smoothies and essential oils. I'll be joining this program with raw food chef Alicia Ojeda. She's got 15 years as a raw food chef, and she is a living library of conscious nutrition and gourmet recipes. And I'll be providing a lot of the detox information, the nutritional information on pH balancing, food combining, acid alkaline, how to make a lifestyle by design that fits for you. I am a master coach, and I've worked with over 10,000 people, and so we're combining our heads to make a program that not only inspires and educates, it's practical. Like we're going to give you the recipes, the meal plans, the step-by-step instructions. We're going to give you videos on how to buy your fruits and vegetables, how to store your fruits and vegetables, how to wash and clean them so you get the most nutrition, flavor, and taste. And then all the delicious smoothie recipes and salads and salad dressings, and how to bring more of nature's botanical pharmacy, more life force into your body. Because when you go to my YouTube videos, you look at me, and I look like 18 years old, but I'm really 37 in the videos. And people ask me all the time, Arttemis, I get the question all the time, your skin is amazing. How do you do it? And I was like, well, I eat living foods. But then the next question is, well, how do you do that? Like, how do you make it a lifestyle? How do you make it practical? And that's what this program really is going to teach, is a practical way of incorporating more fruits for breakfast and also other healing foods to get the glow that I have from the inside out. Because people I've never done a program like this before. And now I'm finally partnering up with Chef Alicia because she's got a lot of gourmet recipes that will make it fun and interesting. And it's called Elevate Your Vibration with Nature's Botanical Pharmacy in a 9-week training program.
Wow. So is it going to be where people are going to be able to talk to you live? It's all virtual, right?
Yeah, we'll be broadcasting through Google Hangouts, and so it's a video chat environment. We will have a moderator so it will be live, and there will be about a 45-minute hour class once a week, and then there'll be a 30-minute Q&A at the end of every class where people can engage and ask questions either through YouTube, our YouTube channel, or through the Hangout technology. So there will be a Q&A available at the end of every show.
Very, very cool. I'm excited. I'm definitely going to take the course because I really do believe that, being a student comes first and then you can teach the world. So I'm always a lifetime student, and I'd love to learn from you. So what I will do is I will have the link, all your links readily available for everyone who is on the call and who is, joining us for Mega Wellness Summit, that they can contact you and get information about your new program. And they're definitely going to see me, and we're going to rock that program. I'm very excited.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun program. It's great for people who've been dieting and they've been stuck, or they're trying all these things and it's not working for them. And this program is to really teach the best practices on whole food nutrition and how to make it quick, fun, and easy and delicious. And we're also going to be teaching a lot of basics and fundamentals on how the body heals itself and how proper detoxification works in the body to really raise your vibration, look and feel younger, inside and out. So people are going to learn a lot of good, solid basics that will last a lifetime. Like people, when they take this program, they're going to learn things that will teach them how to buy their foods and how to eat their foods for health and for raising vibrations. It's really good.
You are wonderful. You're just like a encyclopedia of knowledge, and thank you. So I have thoroughly enjoyed our conversation today. I could talk to you forever because really, this is an amazing interview, and I know that so many people are going to get such big value out of this interview alone, but then they're going to go to YouTube, and really you have tons of information. I love your YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber. And so thank you for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge with us today. And I'm looking forward to having you back on so we can teach our people more things.
Yeah, let's get our audience thriving and happy and well. And I'm on a mission to really transform the healthcare system of our society. There's too many sick people out there, and there's such simple solutions out there like the oils we mentioned. And it's time to get our families well. It's time to get our women well and our moms well and our families well so we can all start thriving and being more of a contribution to ourselves and our society. And I'm excited to be a part of that whole movement, that conscious evolution.
Yes, I'm on the same path as that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon, I hope.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the call, Nikki.
Thank you.